Welcome to this week's episode of Humans in 5.
The new academic year is getting off to a strong start in many parts of the world. From about August to October, students, teachers, and professors are heading back to the classroom. Offices are also getting busier and busier as vacationers make their way back to their desks.
With a return to routine, there are all sorts of old pressures that may creep back into our lives. We often face pressure to perform, to always be productive and constantly doing our best. This can be both internal, where we constantly challenge ourselves, or external, where we feel others are going out of their way to remind us that we just aren't doing enough.
Our attitudes towards both work and whether or not we're doing enough of it have changed quite a bit as our technologies have changed. We now have all sorts of new ways of digitally quantifying how much work we've done, as well as how many hours we spend working.
New technologies also mean that our work is no longer confined to the office. Email and mobile phones have changed the game in so many ways. We can work remotely, we can get notification on the regular about work tasks, and we can even have colleagues and employers track our availability through various online apps.
There's been a lot of speculation that this shift, where our office work can really be in our pockets all the time, may not be ideal for either productivity or our own well-being. If we can work anywhere, do we still focus on the task at hand in the same way? And how does this permanent availability affect our attitude towards work?
For a while, people thought that our tendency to constantly respond to messages as they come in might be a big stressor, since we start to feel that we always have to be on our toes. But new research suggests that it might even be more nuanced than that.
Some new work indicates that the mere expectation that one might have to check or respond to emails 24/7 can have negative consequences for an employee's mental health, as well as that of their family. The idea that you might have to be prepared to answer anything, anytime, can be immensely stressful.
This always-on culture has negative impacts for the stress levels and mental health of people in a range of occupations. The feeling that you just can't say no to one more quick text or one more email can create a lot of anxiety the moment you stop. Many people sacrifice their downtime to avoid that stress, which then cuts into their ability to relax and recoup.
This has led to a debate over whether or not companies should institute policies or mechanisms that prevent employees from accessing work information from outside the office. Countries such as France have gone so far as to legislate that people must be able to take some time off their phones and work devices in their day-to-day lives. Contracts must be negotiated with concepts like connectivity and out-of-office availability in mind.
Now, there are obviously some examples where we really need workers to keep their phones on. For example, doctors on call should be prepared to respond to emergencies when they arise. But is it possible that this idea of being on call should apply to other fields? Should we start to put a little more structure into our digital working lives?
Now, these are big questions, and we can't say we quite have the answers. There seems to be some advantage to finding moments when you can just put the phone and the laptop down and take a moment outside of work or school to just do you.
We hope you can carve out these moments in your day, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe.